I'm Lulu and welcome to Lulu's Way. I'm glad you're here. In today's video, I want to talk to you about using a very small amount of space for a lot of stuff, okay? You know, I have a very tiny van and I really want this to work. I don't want to outgrow this. I don't want to say, oh, I need to stand up, I need more room, I need a bigger van, I need a bigger van. I'm not going to say I'm never going to get a bigger van, but I might, but this really works for me in so many ways, and I want it to continue to work for me. So this cabinet right here, this whole storage unit right here takes up 2 square feet. 2 square feet. I measured from here to here is 24 inches, and from here to the back of the seat of the car is 12 inches. So that's 2 square feet. 2 square feet, okay? Think about 2 square feet. Not very much space. With a little thought, you can do a lot with 2 square feet, okay? I'm going to show you what I've done with 2 square feet, okay? The first thing I did was I built this table. I built it custom for this spot, okay? So I just took a piece of wood and I made it. Of course, I wanted a little bit of space. I want to be able to make my bed and do things in between here, okay? So I didn't make it as big as the space. I made it just so that it would fit in here nicely. And then I put 4 legs on it. Do I know how to build furniture? No, I have no idea what I'm doing. What I did was I cut 4 legs. I bought these in the deck department, like the railings on a deck, the rails on a going around a deck, okay? That's what they are. I bought a couple of them, and I cut them the right height, the height that I wanted, and I just got 4 L brackets, little L brackets, and I just screwed them to the top of the table and to the top of the leg, to the top of the table, to the top of the leg, to the top of the table. 4 of them right around, and I did 4 there, I did 4 there, and I did 4 there. That's how now I know that there's much more efficient ways to build a table, sturdier ways to build a table. All I know is that this thing is very sturdy. It's also bracketed to the floor. 2 of the legs are bracketed to the floor, so it's not going to move, it's not going to go anywhere, and those 16 brackets that I have on those 4 legs are holding it up just fine, okay? So so that's how I built the table. Then the next thing that came was this cabinet. I found this is the medicine cabinet. It had a big mirror on the front. I took the mirror off. The mirror was like 5 pounds. Took the mirror off, and my idea was that when I saw this at the thrift store for $10, and it's solid wood and it's really nice, I thought I could stand it up here. But it turns out I couldn't, because this is the bottom of it right here. That's the bottom. It turns out that I couldn't because of this right here. The way that the plastic of the interior of the car comes down, it wouldn't fit there. So I was like, shucks, right? So I knew I had the height, but I forgot about this. So I thought, oh, let me put it on its side. Okay, so I put it on its side, worked fine. That is screwed down in about 4 places. It's screwed from inside the cabinet right into the tabletop. And I had it go to the back of it, as far back as it would go, not at the very edge, because I didn't want it to be tippy, you know, I didn't want it to be on the edge. And this thing is just, it doesn't move, okay? Plus I wanted a little bit of space here for a little table. So this is kind of like my night table, you know? When I'm going to bed at night, I keep my key here, my water here, my phone goes here, and my tissues, you know, everything that I need in the middle of the night goes right there. And that's like my nightstand as well. So then I had this space on top, and I found this little plastic container that has like sections. It's got 3 sections to it. I found that at a thrift store for like $1. It's really thick plastic, and I just attached it to the top of the cabinet with alien tape. Not moving, okay? And up in here I keep my mics for recording, okay? I keep my external hard drive. This is very important. This is where I store some videos and stuff. So that's always kept right there. And then I have my spray water. This is how I do my hair in the morning. I spray my hair with water to get it wet. And then I have this, which is a spray leave-in conditioner that I highly recommend. it smells so nice, and it's just, I just get my hair a little wet with the water, and then I put some of this on my hair, and then my brush is right here, and then I just brush all the water and the leave-in conditioner, and that's how I do my hair every morning. Get rid of bedhead, okay? So that stuff is very handy because I use that every day. I use this stuff every day. Also up here, I keep my 2 Bluetooth speakers. These things are amazing. These are what I use at my meetups for my music. They're nice and loud, considering that I can have really good loud music. I tried with one was okay, 2 is much better. But these are the JBL Flip 6s, and these are pretty powerful for a little tiny thing. And I can only have little tiny thing. I can't bring a big huge boom speaker. You know what I mean? I can't. I don't have any place to put it. So these work perfect for me. They hold a charge for quite a while, and they're nice and loud, and they work for me good. And then up here, I also keep my extra pair of glasses. So I always have 2 pair. When I get a new prescription, I get 2 pairs to have a backup just in case, because if anything ever happens to these glasses, I can't see. Also in this container, in the back over here, is I keep my my Bose headphones. Another amazing way to listen to music. I got this recommendation from my son. These are the headphones that he has. I tried them and I was just like, oh wow, like these are just unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you want your music to sound unbelievable, these are the headphones that you want. So I keep those over there. So those are handy. I take those when I go for walks, or if I go into the gym. I have my headphones on and I just blast my music, and I get lost in the music while I'm doing my grueling workout. So all that stuff just fits nice and handy up there. And I put this mirror here so I can have just a little something to check out when I'm fixing my hair or putting on lipstick. Other than that, I don't need to look at myself. Right up here, this bed serves as a sofa too. Like if I'm hanging out in here during the day or going to have lunch, this is where I'm going to sit. I can put my pillows up here. I can sit back and have my big salad on my lap. Love it, okay? But then I'm like, I don't have a place to put it down when I want to put it down, because this is too shallow. So I got this piece of wood right here, and I just screwed it right into the top of this cabinet, and I put some little rhinestones on the side of it to dress it up a bit. And this is my little tabletop. So it's a place for me to put my salad down when I'm in between bites or whatever I'm doing. I just have a place to put my meal. I put my breakfast here, my lunch or dinner. Works out great. When I'm not eating, this is usually where I keep my iPad. And then I just, you know, I'm right here near the charging cords, and I just keep it right like that. That's what I do. I also put a light under here. So this is a USB powered light. You just charge them up, and they just magnet right up the top. You get the 2 little magnets that come with it. I got these on Amazon too. That goes right there. So I have a light when I come in the door right here. So that comes in handy, having that light, okay? What I've also done, knowing that this needed to go on its side, and I didn't really love that it was going to be on its side, but I worked with it. I'll show you what I did. One thing I did do was I made this leg that is the perfect size, and it fits right in here between the picture and the cabinet frame, and I go like that, and I have a tabletop. Okay, so now I have a little table. I can put my stove here. I can sit on my cooler, and I can put my stove here, and I can cook here. And this is where I've decided to put my sticker collection, because I'd rather have it not out and stuck on everything, because I'm just not a fan of that. So anytime somebody gives me stickers, they go right in here. So this right here is the one shelf that this medicine cabinet had. It had one shelf. Of course, it's the wrong way, okay? So now instead of a shelf, it's a divider. I didn't love that, but that's what I'm dealing with. So I just built these 2 shelves. I just cut the wood the right size, and I used just L brackets, one on each side, and then I just kind of dressed them up with this little ribbon I bought. I just hot glued the ribbon on. And so I'm going to show you what I keep in here. this is a lot of storage for a little cabinet. I love that it's not very deep, because I can't have deep things that are going into my space. I need shallow storage space. So this is my heater. Okay, it's a 500 watt heater that I really love when it's to take the chill off. I have Gorilla Tape, clear Gorilla Tape. This stuff is amazing. This thing will stick anything. And then I have this is in case I'm like at someone's house and I want to plug in and charge my phone and my iPad. I have this USB-C outlet thing. And then I have my Gorilla Glue, another thing. This thing sticks everything. I love it. I got scissors. I got all my writing instruments. I have a comb back here. I guess I don't really need that. I have bear spray that I always forget I have. I know. I don't take it with me when I go for a walk, but it's there. I also have these incense citronella. This is like, you you light one of these. It's like incense, but it's citronella to, deter the bugs. So I got those. That just fits right in there. I got a lot of LULU'S stickers. Have you seen the LULU'S stickers? I got two. I've got this this one right here, LULU'S Live Your Best Life. And this is a removable one, so you can stick this and you can relocate it, take it off and put it somewhere else. This one's permanent, doesn't relocate, but look, it's called holographic. Okay, so it just changes colors. When it's under the light, you really get a lot of good rainbow colors out of that. So there's a link in the description for these stickers. If you'd like to order one, I'd love your support. Thank you. So this is all my LULU'S stickers. I have envelopes, and I have my checkbook, and I got just paper, just any kind of papers and stuff. This right here, inside this bag, I keep my first aid kit. Here's my first aid kit right here. And then also in this pocket right here is all my charging cables that I need handy for all different things. Over here I have all the things I need to bathe. I have the scrubbies, and I have these bathing wipes that I really love. That's really great for a quick bath. And then this is an extra food scale that I have. It opens like this, and you turn it on, and this is where you weigh your food. You put your plate on here, and it's just very, very compact. But this is my backup in case something happens to the one that I always use. So that goes right there. And then I have more papers and Post-it notes. Right here I have, this is a bug lantern. So this was a little bug zapper and a light. And here is some more LULU'S stickers. And that's what I have in there. This holds a lot of stuff. And I'm in here often enough to get things that I need and use on a fairly regular basis. And then we just go like that. And I found a spot right in here for this leg, right there. There we go. So that's what I keep in there. Now in here, this is my food pantry. And I just made this front that just sticks on with a magnet. And I can just go just like that. Okay. And then right down here is my fresh produce drawer. Keep all my fresh produce in here. I like everything to be in a single layer so that nothing's getting crushed or nothing's going to spoil. And then that goes right in here. Okay, and then over here I have all this food storage. I got mustard, I got quinoa, I got dates, I got extra salt, I have some edamame pasta made with just edamame. And right here I have a whole bin of stuff. I have avocado oil, I have balsamic vinegar, I have some dandy blends, I got some nori sheets, I got the dry roasted edamame, I have some canned sweet potato in case I ever run out. Oh, and then I have several bags of these, this is dehydrated chives for my garden, so I put them in the dehydrator, dehydrated them, and then this is just enough that fits in the shaker, so So when my shaker runs out, I just open this and this all fluffs up again. I have about 3 or 4 of those in here. And I have some rice down there. I have extra smoked paprika. I got all kinds of stuff in here. So this all goes right here. And then this goes right here. Right here, I have a hook. And on this hook, I keep my sand brush. This is great. It's specifically for sand. And I bought it for sweeping up sand. You know, when I want to sweep up the sand when I've been at the beach. Either that or I use it on my feet to get the sand off my feet. So I have hooks over here. I have all kinds of beads hanging here and fish and just, I'm not really using this side for practical. I'm just kind of using it for dressy up things, you know, for some cute things. And then except for the brush, that's very helpful there. And also on this cabinet, I installed a cup holder. So that holds my water right there. I don't keep it there when I'm sleeping. I'll keep it there from time to time when I need to stabilize an extra drink when I'm driving. But when I'm sleeping at night, I keep it right here, my water by my bedside. Also, I had Bill from Pilgrim Van Builds. This is my 12-volt plug, and this is my USB plug. 3 plugs in there, and then this is to turn my inverter on and off. So this is even all incorporated into this cabinet, this $10 cabinet. So this $10 cabinet from the thrift store is holding a whole pile of stuff that I need handy. It's holding this beautiful painting that just makes me smile all day. It's holding this. It's got my kitchen table is on it. All my plugs are on it. And all my food is under it. It's just 2 square feet. You see what my point is? Think vertical when you can. I went vertical, but I didn't want to go deep, because if I start going vertical everywhere, and it's not shallow cabinetry, then it's gonna crowd me in, and I can't have that. Now some people don't mind it. They don't mind being crowded in. I really, really mind it. So, you know, we're all individual. We have things that are important to us. What's important to me might not be important to you. So just do what's important for you. I just hope that you know, that you got some ideas of when you look in your van and you've got hardly any space, map out 2 square feet. 2 square feet, 1 foot, 1 foot. That's all that this is. All of this stuff I just showed you is in 2 square feet of floor space. So I hope you got some ideas to perhaps guide you into making the best use of your space too. And bye for now.